You know what I hate seeing? I hate seeing ambitious men that have so much potential buried deep inside of them, let it rot away. The worst part is, they grew up with this feeling of greatness where they're supposed to accomplish a lot, make tons of money, and have an attractive body that performs even better than it looks. A body with unreal mental clarity and godlike energy. But as their life begins to pan out, their visions of grandeur remain just that, visions. And I know from personal experience that when you feel underaccomplished, it affects your entire life. Instead of being in a fun-loving attitude where you joke around with your friends, co-workers, and family, you end up sad because you're always wrapped up in your own problems. And as the days, weeks, or even months go by, your mind starts to get clouded in negative thoughts and self-doubt, which cuts into your happiness, confidence, and potential. Like a knife slicing through a warm slab of butter. To make matters worse, you see all your friends and everyone else on social media excelling in life. And instead of being happy for them, you find that it makes you feel even worse about where your life is going and who you're becoming. And then you wake up one day and realize that your life isn't what you thought it would be. You realized you're trapped in a life of mediocrity, and you might even feel like you dug yourself into a hole that you can't get out of. In fact, we call the people trapped in this place the trapped string beans. Now look, I know this is a funny name, but that's what they are. They're trapped in a life of mediocrity, and no matter how badly they try to get out, they can't. Now, if any of this resonates with you, don't worry, because I was once in a worse situation. You see, when I was 21 years old, I was viciously stabbed in the throat, chest, and arm. Every second, it became harder to breathe. I was left on the floor to die. I woke up 7 days later from an induced coma. I was living off tubes. If you unplugged them, you literally unplugged me. While I was alive, the use of my body had vanished. I lost the ability to speak and even use my legs. My body was completely malnourished, and my energy levels, they were depleted like a lake in the summer. A simple task like eating became a chore. In fact, I couldn't even finish eating a meal because I would get so tired that I'd actually have to nap like halfway through. Getting up to go to the bathroom felt like running a marathon. But the worst part was what happened to me mentally. My confidence disappeared like a quarter in a magic show. In my head, it was completely full with negative thoughts and self-doubt. It felt like I didn't even know who I was anymore and that I had lost my purpose in life. But it was in this moment of weakness that I realized my mind was playing tricks on me. If I wanted to achieve all my goals in life, this had to change. I began studying ancient journals on brain science and transformational psychology. I discovered ways to unlock the secrets of our brain that enable us to become high-performing beasts. Every day, I woke up more ambitious, happy, and confident than the day before. I rose with laser focus, ready to conquer the day. I accomplished more in a day than I used to in weeks. That's when I realized I had acquired the mind of a conqueror. Only when this was achieved was I able to fight for the life I wanted. But this was just the beginning. I began researching the secrets of evolution and biology that would force my body to change on a cellular level. I found techniques that had been handed down through generations, but had been lost along the way. They granted me unbelievable strength and power without spending countless hours in the gym. I attained godlike energy, fat melted off effortlessly, and it was simply easier for me to be happy. I finally tapped into my true potential. This was the start of the new era of health. After weeks of applying this ultimate formula to my life, I simply looked better than I ever had, felt better than I ever had, and my mind was operating on a level I never thought possible. It was at this moment that I uncovered my passion to help people like you rewire their bodies and brains into a powerhouse so that they annihilate every goal in their life. But you might be wondering, what does this have to do with you? Well, I'm about to hand you the New Era of Health 3-step system. It's the same system that brought me from the brink of death to having limitless energy, unreal mental clarity, my dream body, and my dream job. The only question is, do you still want to ignite your true potential? And are you willing to do what most people won't do so that you can live how most people won't live? Because the reality is, I can't do the work for you. You have to do it for yourself. All I can do is hand you the step-by-step system others like you are using to activate their potential. So you have to decide right now if you're ready for your new life. Now, before you decide which route you're going to take, let me ask you a question. How are you going to feel in 6 months from now if you're still living the same life you've been living? Is that deep feeling in your gut that's telling you that you're on the wrong path in life going to get better or worse? So look, if you're ready to ditch your old life of mediocrity and to finally become happy with where your life is going and who you're becoming, then I invite you to gain access to the New Era of Health 3-step system by clicking the link around this video.